Hi, this is Brian with ActiveMelody.com. This week's micro lesson is designed to show you a quick and easy blues rhythm that you can play in the key of A. This will give you some ideas for some different blues rhythms you can start incorporating into your own playing. Now this will be the short version. If you'd like to watch the extended version, where I'll show you how to transpose this in different keys, as well as the tablature for this, you can go to ActiveMelody.com/micro and do a search for ML023. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I put out new instructional videos every Tuesday and Friday, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Alright, so this song is in the key of A. So our one chord is an A chord, and I start off with this little lead lick that goes, and I keep referring back to that, so once you learn it once, we'll keep using it over and over again as we switch to the different chords. But the way that you're going to want to play that is to bar the first 4 strings on the 2nd fret, and then you do a hammer-on with your ring finger to the 4th fret, 4th string. We're only playing strings 3 and 4, just those middle 2 strings, and these are downstrokes of the right hand. Then you take that off, so you've just got your bar now on the 2nd fret, and then ring finger goes back down, this time on the 5th string, 4th fret. So you have, and that'll be the part that keeps repeating. Now look at where that is in reference to your A chord shape here. Right, so that way, hopefully that connects in your mind. So if we were playing this in the key of C, it would look like that. That way you're not just locked into one key. Now in the next video, in the extended version, I'll show you how to transpose all of this into different keys, you know, all of the chords and everything. But I just wanted to mention that as a reference, so you're not just memorizing notes that aren't tied to something. And then the next thing that happens is you hit this open 5th string, or the open A string. And that allows you to take your hand off the fretboard while that's ringing out and then reposition it to play your next chord, which is going to be an A6 chord. So yeah. Okay, now this A6 chord, the way that you make this chord shape, the easiest way I think to learn to visualize it is to just look at these 3 fingers, your middle ring and pinky, and those are making the same chord shape as if you played a D7 chord down in 1st position. You're just playing them up here. So now your pinky and your ring finger are on the 7th fret, strings 2 and 4. Your middle finger is on the 6th fret, string 3. Now your index finger goes down on the 5th fret, 1st string. And that's an A6 chord. And when you play it along with that open 5th string, you have this really nice sounding 6th chord. Now what's cool about this chord shape, is you can slide it down 2 frets, and now you're playing an A9 chord. So you got an A6 and an A9, and you hear that in a lot of songs. I hear Billy Gibbons use it in ZZ Top stuff. I know Chuck Berry's used it in songs like Wee Wee Hours. But that's a great chord shape because it's slidable and it's easy to play. All right, so let's back up. We have. Now the next thing that we play is a D chord. We're just not playing it the way that you're probably used to playing it. We're playing it like this. I think of this as the Keith Richards chord, because it's a real easy chord to hammer on. You go from your 1 chord to your 4 chord. And so what I'm doing there is I've got my bar back down on the 2nd fret, first 4 strings. My middle finger goes down on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and my ring finger goes down on the 4th fret, 4th string. And I'm playing strings 5, 4, 3, and 2. That's a D chord with that A in the bass. So now you have, and then you take those 2 fingers off, and you're left with your A chord down there. So it's kind of a nice little build around an A chord. And then it happens again. Then we go to the 4 chord, and watch this. To get to the 4 chord, that's the lead lick that I played there. So this part's the same. The only difference is that open string that's ringing out now is a D string, which is your open 4th string. Now this allows me to come up and play. This would be my D6, my D9. Now we're playing it a little different. The way that I'm making this is I'm barring the first 3 strings now on the 7th fret. And then we'll do the first 3 strings on the 5th fret. Playing strings 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then I come down and I make a G chord shape, a G triad, with a D in the bass. So I'm barring the first 2 strings on the 3rd fret with my index finger, then middle finger goes down on the 4th fret, 3rd string. And then I play the full D chord down here. It's actually exactly what we did over the A chord. It's just played a little different. The chords are voiced different. And then I go back to that same lick, and we repeat the 1 chord. now we're going to go to the 5 chord, the E chord. That's the same, but we hit an open E string, or the open 6 string. Now we're going to do exactly what we did over the 4 chord. That's exactly the same thing. What's nice about anytime you're playing lead or rhythm, when whatever you do over the 4 chord, just slide everything up 2 frets, and that'll work over the 5 chord. So now we're going to slide up to the 9th fret. We're just going to bar the first 3 strings. All this will be a repeat of what we did over the 4 chord. So we got the 9th fret, we got the 7th fret, and then we're going to play a triad. This time it'll be the A triad. Now I'm only playing the top 3 strings this time. I'm not hitting another string to drone with them. So we have that chord shape, and then we have, this is your D chord shape, but we're playing it so that our middle finger and our index finger are now on the 4th fret. So it's the same as a D chord, but when you move it up here, it becomes an E. So now when we play that E part, and then we go right back to the 1. Very cool. Make sure you check out that extended version where I go into a little more detail about all of these things. I'll also show you how to transcribe it and play in a different key.